Today, we're diving into the ultimate face-off. AI versus human Forex traders. No opinions, no fluff, just the real truth about who actually wins. And by the end, you'll know exactly which one gives you the edge in this game and how you can utilize these same tools in order to make millions of dollars. And no, this isn't some bullshit video in AI like everyone else is feeding me. This is the real truth and strategy that has already made me millions in this space. Picture this. It's 3:59 a.m. Dead quiet. Market opens in 1 minute flat. Alex, he's checking the charts, sipping his hot coffee. He's prepping his entries, scanning GBP USD swing trades. Meanwhile, Alpha is already scanning 20 pairs. Alpha is a machine, literally unstoppable. It doesn't wait, it doesn't think twice. It watches charts and the news simultaneously for the economic update. Alpha's in the trade already. Alex blinks, Alpha executes in a millisecond. You can't beat that, not even close. Humans need time to react and adjust. The Alpha, it doesn't. It just reacts at once. Speed like that is lethal in Forex. It's like a sniper on autopilot. But let's not count Alex out yet. He might be slower, but he has a secret card in his back pocket. Unfortunate though, Alpha never misses a setup, ever. Alex, the human, he reads the chart, thinks it through, he hesitates, he second guesses. He's unsure. Alpha already entered, set stops, and moved. That 2-second delay, it just cost Alex. Look at breaking news. Say NFP drops, Alex reads the report, scans for contacts, Alpha reads, calculates, and trades instantly before Alex even finishes the headline. It's done. The delay could mean missing the actual move. And it's not just about raw speed. Alpha's strength is 24/7 alert execution. It doesn't sleep, it doesn't need food, it monitors the markets day in and day out. Tokyo open to New York close. Let's take it up a level. For scalping, high frequency trades. That's where Alpha Trader really thrives. Milliseconds matter. Humans just can't keep up. Even pro scalpers lose to pure latency. Alpha acts while Alex is still deciding. In these fast-paced trades, execution is everything. Alpha doesn't miss. It doesn't miscalculate, and it doesn't get mentally fatigued either. Alex might be sharp in the morning, but after 5 trades, the brain fog starts to kick in. But hold up, this isn't over yet. Alpha's greatest strength is also its risk. It's too consistent. It's too robotic. It only knows what it's programmed to know. And that can backfire very hard. Say the market shifts unexpectedly, mid-news, say the conditions change that weren't coded before, Alpha might keep trading into a disaster. It doesn't stop, it doesn't question the logic, it just keeps firing away, even if the strategies are wrong. So Alex might feel that shift coming. He might sense that the market's acting different. He then pauses, he adapts, he changes that plan. That's the human instinct, a real-time gut correction, and you can't teach that to a machine. Alpha doesn't learn in real time yet, but Alex does. That matters in the wild markets, but in pure speed and pure execution, this round goes to Alpha. The machine wins. But don't count the human out yet. Round 2 is about emotion and control, and that's where this fight gets real personal. This round, it's about the eyes. Who can see better? Who spots setups before they explode? Alex the human or Alpha the AI? Alpha is like a freaking bloodhound. It sniffs out patterns from pure data. Years of price history, it digests instantly. 50 charts, 100 indicators, no problem. It doesn't blink. It just keeps analyzing. This thing, it just doesn't need sleep, just input. Economic data, interest rates, global tweets, Alpha scans it all within milliseconds. Even headline sentiments get sucked in fast. It's like having 100 analysts in one. You know those weird, subtle corrections like oil drops and the CAD spikes? Alpha finds that stuff in seconds. It doesn't guess, it runs the numbers, and it doesn't forget past patterns. It might notice gold rising boosts the Australian dollar, or the NZD reacts slower to the news. Stuff most traders never even consider. It turns patterns into money-making signals. And it never misses the micro move. Some AIs even monitor social media trends. Alpha doesn't just read charts, it listens, Twitter mentions, Reddit spikes, news volatility. It processes every vibe that the market throws. Then calculates the next move in silence. Meanwhile, Alex has no bots, just pure instinct. But don't write him off, because this dude's got a pattern memory too. He's seen thousands of candles from live. He knows a fake out just by his gut. That's the edge of human eyes. Alex senses tension building before it even breaks. He might see a wedge forming early, or spot momentum dying before the reversal hits. That's the human edge. trading by pulse. And more than just reading charts, Alex reads context behind every pattern, like seeing a bullish breakout on Euro USD. But he knows the ECB talks tomorrow, so he passes. No clean setup yet. Alpha, it flags the breakout, buys signals, patterns close, logic says go, but it doesn't understand ECB drama. It lacks real-world judgment and less programmed to. Alpha might get smacked post-announcement. Alex won't. Humans blend price action with market intuition, like knowing good news isn't always bullish, or spotting when the market's just faking. That's something you don't teach in code. It's deeply rooted in the human psychology. And if patterns stop working all of a sudden, Alex adjusts mid-trade. No need for code. He questions everything. Why is this failing now? He pivots fast. Maybe something big changed. AI, it might keep trading just like it used to, because AI only knows what it's seeing. If it never saw this pattern break, it might keep firing and then losing. It has to be retrained with data. Alex is going to adapt right here, right now. That's the other edge, creativity. Alex might create a strategy on the fly, combining news, candles, and volatility intuition. That's not in any textbooks, it's just experience. AI, it can't invent, it only learns, at least for now. AI needs structure, it needs permission. It won't freestyle without any new instructions. It's genius, but not an artist. Alex, he's both charting and a strategist. He sees stories, not just signals. But don't get cocky. AI still dominates the data. Backtesting thousands of setups in a minute, only machines can do that. Humans cannot. Alpha knows what's worked and when and why. That's the power you can't ignore in the markets. So, who wins this round? If it's speed and data and crunching numbers, then Alpha wins. If it's understanding meaning, Alex wins. Alpha finds the gold, Alex decides if it's real. We call this round a draw. But what happens when the game changes? When nothing makes sense anymore? This part is about survival, because trading isn't just about making money. It's about making sure you don't lose your shirt. And most traders don't die from bad trades, they die from what they do after those trades. See, Alpha doesn't do revenge, it doesn't get emotional, it doesn't flinch. If a trade goes south, it cuts the loss instantly. No hesitation, no overthinking, just action. It risks exactly 1%, not 1.2, not 5. It never says I'll double up and win it back. It doesn't hope, it doesn't spiral, it just follows math. Flawlessly, may I add. Alpha doesn't care if it's been a bad week. It won't randomly change its strategy mid-game. It sticks to the blueprint every time. And if the shit hits the fan, it just shuts off. It's been programmed with stop losses, risk caps, volatility monitors, even full account drawdown control. This system protects itself better than most traders ever could. It can trade 20 pairs at once without blinking, and it knows how much exposure it has on all of them. That moment something looks shaky, it scales back. Not out of fear, just logic. Now let's talk Alex. Alex is smart, Alex is skilled, but Alex also feels pain. And pain, that can cloud your judgment in trading. After 3 losing trades, Alex feels it. He's stressed, frustrated, he's pissed off. That's when the inner voice shows up. Bet bigger, make it back, don't be a loser. That's the voice that ruins accounts. And here's the truth, every human hears it, even the best traders in the world. And when they listen, boom, game over. Alex might skip the stop loss. He might over leverage just once. He might go full cowboy mode, and just like that, months of progress completely wiped out. But Alex has something Alpha never will. Self-awareness. He can say, you know what? I'm not right today. He can walk away before the disaster even strikes. He can reduce risk preemptively. He can stop mid-drawdown and regroup. He can change his plan when the market shifts. Alpha just keeps executing. But what happens when the two come together? Unless it's coded to adapt, Alpha doesn't feel the change. It can't tell when the market's vibe is off. It can't hear a central bank speech and think, this is about to get ugly. Alex can though, because humans can spot things machines miss. We can interpret a nuance. We can read energy, tone, fear, stuff that isn't in the data. Alex might outperform in precision, but Alex's edge is his adaptability. He can switch strategies. He can take a break, protect capital by sensing what's coming, not what is. And when the dust settles, Alex can rebuild. He can use discretion to regain control. He can trade with caution, not his ego. But if Alex uses a tool like Alpha, he could be unstoppable. You see, Candlecast is Alpha, but Candlecast isn't as effective without Alex, at least for now. With over 70% accuracy, you'll be winning majority of your trades by using candlecast. But this number could be much higher if Alex actually knows what he's doing and not just relying on AI. So who has the edge? Alpha wins in pure risk precision, there's no doubt, but Alex still matters because someone has to code the risk rules. Someone has to pull the plug if the bot goes haywire. The real edge isn't Alpha or Alex, it's Alpha plus Alex. One to execute the plan, the other to make sure the plan still makes sense. And when they work together, that's how you survive. That's how you protect capital. That's how you last in this game. Be real, have you ever blown up an account? Even though you knew better, that's not a strategy problem, that's a you problem. So let us fix that, because the next section proves it's not just theory, it's that this shit is real. Let's cut the bullshit. These are brutal truths in Forex trading, and a ton of myths too. We've heard them all. AI is magic. That's just not how it works. AI bots aren't some cheat code. They only follow the strategy that's given. If the strategy sucks, it's gonna fail. It might look great in backtest, but it can collapse in real time. AI needs oversight and updates constantly. You can't just set it and forget it. Most people don't even check that. They just hope it's gonna print money forever. And that's how accounts get blown really fast. Have you ever used an AI bot? Did it actually follow the market right? Comment if it ever went rogue. Let's talk about what really happened. Myth 2 is just as dumb. Humans are always worse than bots, but markets aren't pure logic. They're people, greed, fear, panic, and a gut instinct. Humans sometimes read that better than code. AI can't predict every market twist. It reacts. It doesn't anticipate change, but humans sometimes see it coming before it happens. We process rumors, politics, and emotions. Bots, they just read the headlines and react instantly. Some hedge funds still use humans to create strategies, not just the execution. They set the tone, and the bots are gonna follow. And individual traders can do that too. You just need experience and patience. When the two come together, they can form an unstoppable trading machine. But you need to know the strategy. Myth 3 says AI will replace us, but that's not what is really happening. The future is collaboration, not elimination. AI handles the speed, data, and consistency. Humans handle decisions, chaos, and the creativity. Traders who use AI, they get ahead, not because they're lazy, but because they're smart. They use it to amplify performance, not to escape responsibility or learning. That's how real edge is built. And that's why candlecast is such an empowering tool. Myth 4, anyone can trade with AI. No knowledge, just plug and profit. Bro, that's straight up dangerous. If you don't understand the system, you won't know when it's failing. Beginner traders misuse AI all the time. They blame the tech, not themselves. But it's their lack of foundation. AI doesn't think, it calculates blindly. Education still matters. Learning, it's never gonna end. You need to know how it works, what it's doing, why it's doing it. And then to step in, use AI like your training wheels, not like a self-driving Lambo. Myth 5, humans can't compete anymore. Bullshit. You just need to specialize. AI wins at high speed scalping, but it sucks in weird choppy conditions. Humans can thrive where bots panic. If you know your strengths, use them. Maybe you're great at swing trading or understanding central bank moves. AI won't sense policy sentiment shifts, but you can within time. Now, markets go through phases. Sometimes the bots dominate. Sometimes humans shine. There's no permanent winner here. You just need the right weapon for the right kind of war. So what does all of this even mean? It means stop thinking in absolutes. AI isn't gods and humans aren't obsolete. The truth is somewhere in the middle, and let's figure out where you fit into that. The best traders, they use both sides. They combine AI with human insight. It's not a war, it's a partnership. Let the machine help, but not lead. Use AI to scan, trigger, and execute. Then use your brain to review. You steer the ship, not the code. If you just copy signals blindly, you'll never understand why you even lost. You still need to learn Forex. Still need to study risk management. Still need to grow through the pain. AI can't replace discipline and experience. It's just a tool, not a magic wand. So the smartest traders in 2025, they blend AI speed with their human judgment. So what's your next move? Build your edge, refine your process. Don't fear the future, shape it. Use the tools, sharpen your mind, become a smarter, sharper trader now. Hit that subscribe button if this video hit, and I'll see you in the next one. Love y'all. Peace.